What's up, everybody? It's your boy Munchiezzz. Welcome back to Munchiezzz Plays. We got a new game today. Well, new to me. It's been out a few years, but I saw it circulating. I saw it on Steam, and I am a huge fan of music. It's probably my number one passion. So, the fact that you can make a band, write music, write lyrics, what more can you ask for? So I thought I had to check this out. Now, I've played the first 2 weeks in this game just to get a clue of what's going on. I haven't went any farther than that. So after we get past that, it's just you and me. So let's start a new game. We have the easy game. Basically, you get more skill points, more repair attempts. Battles are easier to win. Less things happen to you that are bad. We're not going to go easy. The hard, you get less skill points, less repair attempts. Battles are more difficult. More things go wrong. I don't think we're at the point where we feel comfortable doing that. So we're going to stick with the normal. And for a band name, I've thought long and hard about this. Of course, everything else we have done has been some sort of Munchiezzz, and I wanted to get away from that. So after much consideration, our new band name is Taste Like Chicken. I love it. Like I said, we're going to pick normal. Let's go ahead. And here's where we get to create our band. Now you have the option to just be a band leader, and you can go recruit from the music stores. They have a posting board with all kinds of musicians on there. You can see who flows with your band and who doesn't. I am going to opt for us to make our entire band. Our band leader is going to be Beaker. We're going to give him a new hairdo. I was thinking maybe a mohawk. He's the lead singer. He's going to be the front man of our band. I think we'll do like a blue mohawk. Absolutely. Down here for his instrument, we have drums, vocals, guitar, bass guitar, or keyboard. He's going to be our vocalist. Now over to the right, we have aptitude skills. This is what skill each band member has. We have playing, which the higher level your playing is, the easier you can practice songs. You have writing music, and of course, that's just writing music. Writing lyrics. Stage presence. Stage presence affects the audience satisfaction during your gigs and shows. You have production. Production affects song recording quality when self-producing a recording. It also allows you to be more effective at combining song ideas to form higher quality ideas. You have repair, which affects chances of a successful attempt when repairing your own equipment. And we have business, and that affects prices and costs of almost everything, and it helps you book gigs without a manager. So if you book a gig that wants to pay you a certain amount, he negotiates a higher price, or if you buy instruments, you can get a discount. Really comes in handy. Now, since Beaker is a singer, we're going to put him at writing lyrics. As far as looks, I figured we just hit randomize 5 times, and whatever pops up, pops up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our next musician, we have Hotwing. We're going to make him our lead guitarist. Most lead guitarists that I know have kind of longer hair. So we'll find kind of a longer hair kind of thing going on. There we go. And for looks, we'll randomize 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And being our lead guitarist, we're going to let him write music. I think that'll work out pretty good. Our next musician, We got Nugget. She's going to be our female bass guitarist. We're going to give her maybe some green hair. I think that'll fit her well. And Nugget, she's a pretty smart cookie. She knows what she's doing. She's been in the business a while. We're going to make her in charge of business. We're going to randomize her looks 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to head to the next musician. For our next musician, we got Drumstick. And if that isn't obvious enough, of course you know, Drumstick is our drummer. Drumstick has a crazy past. We're going to give him an afro. I think that's going to fit him well. And being that he's a drummer, and he's good with the beats and keeping the band together, I think we're going to make him I think we're going to put him in charge of production. And we'll randomize him 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our last band member is Biscuit. We're going to find a different hairdo for her. We're going to give her a little bob. And we're going to make it like a pinkish color. Now, Biscuit, she's going to play keyboards. And as for her skill, she's going to work on stage presence for the band. And as well as stage presence, her side skill, we're going to let her repair some equipment too. That way we can keep the equipment for the band nice and fresh. Along with playing instruments, you can also make them sing. So our guitarist, we're also going to let him sing songs. Nugget, we're also going to allow to sing. And Biscuit, we're going to allow to sing. And we got our band. Now, they each have a little background. I took it upon myself to do a little background check on these band members. And Beaker, his bio, once got banned from a karaoke bar for hitting a high note so sharp it cracked a margarita glass. Beaker started writing lyrics after a bad breakup with a waitress and the worst case of food poisoning from a sketchy wing joint he's ever had. Every song he writes now is either about love, betrayal, or poultry. Usually all 3. His signature move? Pecking the mic stand mid-solo like it owes him rent. Fun fact about Beaker? Claims he once dated a backup dancer from a Limp Bizkit tribute band. No one can confirm that, though. Hotwing, our lead guitarist and music writer? Hotwing was born with guitar calluses already formed. He doesn't play the guitar. He threatens it until it screams. Every riff he writes is either a banger or a lawsuit waiting to happen. He's the mastermind behind the band's soon-to-be iconic track, Cluck Around and Find Out. Lives in a trailer, but only because the reverb sounds better in there. Fun fact about Hotwing? He eats successively hot wings and hasn't felt the roof of his mouth since 2019. Poor guy. Nugget, our bass guitarist and businesswoman. Nugget doesn't say much, but she does own a calculator watch and 3 spreadsheets that could bankrupt a record label. She's the reason the band hasn't accidentally signed their souls away. Yet. Runs merch, books gigs, and negotiates chicken nugget clauses in every venue contract. Her bass lines are smooth, her credit is immaculate, and her stare could freeze a promoter mid-lie. Fun fact about Nugget? She was once arrested for impersonating her own tour manager, and somehow made money on the deal still. Drumstick, our drummer and producer? Drumstick is the engine of the band, and the reason your ears are ringing. He built the band's mobile studio out of an old fried chicken truck and 3 stolen drum mics. Produces every track with a blend of grit, thunder, and the faint sound of a fryer in the background. Keeps the band in rhythm and mostly out of jail. Barely. Fun fact about Drumstick: he once recorded an entire demo with a chicken bone taped to his drumstick. He still carries it for mojo. And last, there's Biscuit: keyboards, stage presence, and equipment repair. A quiet genius who speaks mostly in bleeps, bops, and sarcastic eye rolls with neon hair. Plays keyboard like a mad scientist in a lightning storm. Biscuit doesn't just play the keyboards, she owns the damn stage. Every show she shows up with a vibe that says, I can fix your amp or destroy your ego. When the spotlight hits, she's halfway up the lighting rig, doing a synth solo with one hand and flipping off gravity with the other. When amps blow or guitars short out mid-set, she fixes them with duct tape, gum, and fury. Also responsible for the band's fog machine and questionable laser effects. A fun fact about Biscuit: once repaired a smoke machine with chewing gum, 2 hairpins, and pure spite, just in time for mic drop. And that, folks, is our band. Let's move on. These are the attitude pairings. They give you a bunch to choose from, or you can make your own. I recorded something earlier I'll show you right now. Here it is. So back here at the beginning where the game starts, we'll go into settings and user-generated content. And here you can find things to hang on your walls, different starting cities that people have submitted. You can also click the button down here and you can add your own city if you like. And lastly, what we're going to be doing is attitudes. There's a bunch of user-submitted attitudes already that you can download, but we're going to make a few of our own. I've already made a couple, but we're going to make a few more. We'll go to Add New. And these are contradicting attitudes. Words that contradict themselves. For the first one, we're going to put revenge. And for the contradiction, we're going to put forgiveness. I think that's a good one. We'll add that. We'll add a couple more. For the first attitude, we'll do raging. And for the contradiction, we'll use soothing. Not too shabby. I kind of like that one. And we'll add one more. For the first attitude, we'll use, maybe we play originals. Or, to contradict that, maybe we do covers. And we'll add that. And that's how you do that. How you can add wall art, a starting city, or your attitudes. Now we'll carry on. All right, we're going to pick some attitude pairings. We need to pick 10. It doesn't really matter. And we'll see more how this works as the game goes. But let's pick raging and soothing, revenge and forgiveness, travel and hometown pride, originals and covers, drug addiction and straight edge, education and partying, do love and hatred, serious and fun, rock out and chill out, and for the last one, we'll do anarchy and law and order. Now we have to pick 3 attributes to start out with. So, I think we'll pick rock out, we'll do originals, and let's do some hometown pride. And we'll move on. Now this is where we get to choose our starting town or city. If we go over, like Nashville, the bigger cities are going to have more to choose from. On the contrary, the smaller cities are going to have less to choose from. Starting somewhere like Louisville, you have more places around you that you can play at that are close, where if you live in Salt Lake City, there's not a whole lot around you where you can travel and play at. So choose wisely. As for our start place, I think we're going to pick somewhere kind of in the middle. I think we'll start in Clarksville. It's a smaller place, but there's a lot of places around us that we can get to pretty easily. So we'll pick Clarksville. We're not going to do the tutorial. All right, this is where we start. This is our house. If we take a look around, there's not much going on. We'll step forward. We have our kitchen. Then we have our living room. Not much goes on in there. There's two important rooms in this place. The only two rooms we'll really use. There's our bedroom. And that's the desk. We can name our home, sell our home, and change our band name. And there's our bed. We can save the game, we can rest, and we can vacation. We will rarely use this either. Mostly probably just to save the game. You don't really want to rest unless you absolutely have to. If we back out of here, we'll come to the most important room in the house and where we'll spend most of our time. And that's our music room. We'll spend all our time in here combining our music and our lyrics, writing music, repairing our equipment, and practicing. But as you can see, we have absolutely no instruments in here. The room is bare, which means we're going to have to go get some instruments. But before we do that, you can see all of our band members have this little plus signs, which means they've leveled up. So let's go through them. We'll start with Beaker. Now we have 5 skill points available. Whatever their main attribute is, they get double points in. So if I put a point in writing lyrics, he gets 2 points. But if I do one of the other ones that he's not, he gets 1 point. So because he's good at writing lyrics, we're going to stick 3 points in that. We're going to put the 1 in the writing music, and we're going to put 1 in stage presence. Now you can go back. You can take a point away and put it somewhere else if you want to. But as soon as you leave and go to the next player, these skill points are locked in. So make sure they're where you want them to be. We'll go to Hotwing. We'll do the same thing for her. She's writing music, so we'll stick 3 into writing music, 1 into writing lyrics, and 1 into stage presence. We'll come down to Nugget. She's business. We'll stick 3 into business. We'll stick 1 into writing lyrics and 1 into writing music. Then we'll go down to Drumstick. Now, production is very important. This is going to allow how many points we have available to combine our ideas. So we're not going to split up production. We're going to put all the points into production. We want all the points we can get into production. And you'll see why that makes sense in a little bit. Now, Biscuit, she's stage presence and repair. We're going to put 2 points into stage presence, 1 point into writing music, 1 1 point into writing lyrics and 1 point into repair. And we have everybody's points allocated. So we'll exit here. Now, in order to get instruments, we have to leave our house. The easiest way to leave the house or any building that you go into is just to hit X, and that'll take us straight to our van. And this is our beautiful van. It's kind of plain. You can decorate it later on. And this is our map. We're in a smaller town, so our map is kind of smaller. You have to wander around and check things out, and little places will pop up, your music stores and venues and so on. At the bottom in the middle, you have the hospital. At the bottom left, you have a park. And at the top left, you have the cemetery. Those come into play, the park and the cemetery. We can do jobs to earn money. And you'll see what that's about right now. We're going to stop by to the park and do a job before we go get instruments. That way we have a little extra cash. So let's head that way. We're going to turn around. Now be careful. You can damage your vehicle. I'm going to say I did that for showing purposes. I did that on purpose, just to show everybody. Now we're gonna head to the park up here. As you can see, landscaping. We'll push E. And we're gonna mow the park. And what mowing the park does is it allows us to come here and busk. And you'll see what that's about here in a little bit. We should get $250. There we go. Now we'll drive around and inspect our town, see what's available. See what kind of places we can choose from. We got Frank's Discount Music. We'll make a right here. Driving's a little bit weird. You got to get used to it. We got the venues, the theater, the Darkade. Now we're going to want to find a music store. We'll go back and find a music store. There's one right up behind us. We got Spencer's Discount Music here. We'll see what they got for instruments. Now, I briefly took a look around all the music stores just to see what they had to offer. We're going to have to hit all 4 music stores and still find one outside of town to get everything we need. But we can get most of what we need. We're going to go to the mic effects. And we're going to pick up this Alessis Pico Verb. It's $51 it offers, plus 1 plane. That'll work for him. As for a mic, we got to go out of town. We're going to try to find something with a stat on it. And we'll move down to the guitar player, Mr. Hotwing. Right off the bat, there's Grandpa's guitar. There's a little briefcase right next to it by the price. That means that guitar is used for busking, and we need that in order to busk. So we're going to get that one. as well as this Ibanez SA160. It offers +1 playing, +1 writing music for $239. We'll buy that. We need a guitar amp for him. We got this Behringer. It offers +2 writing music for $191. Can't beat that. And our guitar effects, I think we'll stick with this Alessis Pico Verb. It's $80 and +1 playing. And our strings we're going to get at a different music store. Which brings us down to Nugget for the bass. You see Grandpa's Black Bass for busking, $222. We're going to grab that one. I think that's all we're going to get for the bass right now. We'll look at the other stores. We'll come into drums. And there's Grandpa's drum right here for $144 for busking. We'll snag that up. And for drum effects, we have this Alessis Proverb for $202 for +1 playing. Grab that up. And for Miss Biscuit, I was having trouble finding her a keyboard at the moment. That's the one we're going to have to go out of town for. But we can get her an amp. They got a nice amp here. 2+ playing, 1+ stage presence for $141. We'll have to fix it eventually, but that's all right. We'll grab that. And with that, let's head to the next music store. We're going to head over to Angus's music store. Should be right up ahead of us. This is where we're going to grab the guitar strings. They have the Gibson AVR10. $10, and you get 3+ playing, 3+ writing music, and 2+ stage presence. Now this is a product that they go through, it wears out eventually, you have to replace them, so we're going to grab 3 of those. And our guitar player has everything they need. We're also going to grab drumsticks while we're here. They got the Pro Mark 7A drumsticks for $10. It's +2 playing, +2 writing music. This is another one like the guitar strings that wear out over time that has to be replaced. So we'll grab 3 of these as well. The drum heads we'll grab here as well. Drum heads are another one that wear out. This one has +3 playing for $117. We'll grab 2 of those. And we're also going to grab some cymbals while we're here. The Sabian B8 Pros. It's +2 writing music. These wear out. We want to find a good drum set before we spend all our money. So we're just going to buy 1 of these. And we're going to head over to the next music store. Gonna come over here to Frank's. Let's see what Frank has to offer. Frank's right over here around the corner. I believe we wanted Frank's for a bass amp, if I remember rightly. The bass amp for Nugget is 2+ playing, 1+ writing music for $303. And we're going to head to the last music store here in town. And that's Randy's. And if we can't find everything we need over at Randy's, we're going to head out of town to the nearest big city. And we'll find what we're looking for. Randy's is right around the corner here. Now we still need to get Nugget, a bass. This bass is really cheap. It's not in the best condition, but for $193, we can repair it. And it's got +3 playing, +2 writing music, and +2 stage presence. Seems like kind of a no-brainer. When everything else is in the high 200s to mid 300s, we can repair it and have a nice bass guitar. So we're going to pick that up. We're going to pick Drumstick up a drum set. There's this D drum D2, 1+ playing, 2+ writing music for $617. And Drumstick is ready to go. So as far as equipment, all we need to find a good microphone for Beaker, some good bass strings, and maybe some effects for Nugget for the bass. And Biscuit, we need to find a keyboard for playing regular music and for busking. And maybe some effects if we can find that. So let's look around the map and see where we can go. Let's head out of town. In order to head out of town, you just start to drive off the map. We'll just head out this way. And we'll pick a city near us. I think we'll head into Nashville. Nashville's got to have something available. So we'll click on Nashville. To drive there is 45 miles. It cost us $13 and we arrived today. Let's go. And let's drive around till we find a music store. Got a deluxe music here. Deluxe musics are a little bit more expensive usually, so we'll try to stay away from that. Maybe we'll go to this Howard's Music here. See what Howard's Music has to offer. We got a microphone here, 3+ writing music, most awesome, $218. Beaker is ready to go. Nugget still needs some strings and effects. We can get her this Alessis Pico for $86. It's 1+ playing. That works. We'll keep an eye on some better strings. We haven't found any good strings yet. And does Biscuit have anything here available? They do have this Roland VK8. It's $1,653. Everything's a little bit more expensive for the keyboardists because they don't use as much of equipment as other people. So we'll grab that. But we still need to find her something for busking. We'll look at the effects in here. Nothing too much that captures our eye. Let's see what other music stores there are around here.
20 minutes later.
Okay, after cruising around everywhere, I don't know how many music stores I stopped by, we finally find Grandpa's Synth. Bye. From traveling, I guess we leveled up. But let's make sure we got everything before we leave. We got a microphone, we got an effects for Beaker. For Hotwing, we got strings, we got a guitar, we got a busking guitar, we got an amp and effects. For Nugget, we got a busking bass, a regular bass, an amp, bass strings, and effects. For Drumstick, we have drums, we have drumsticks, we have drum heads, we have cymbals, we have a busking drum, and we have effects. And for Biscuit, we have a keyboard, we have an amp, and we have a busking keyboard. We don't have effects, and we don't absolutely need it, but we'll see what's here. And we'll grab this one right here, the Alessis Pico Verb, $87 plus 1 playing. And we have all our instruments, finally. That was insane. All right. Luckily, we don't have to drive back home. All you have to do to go back home is push H. Oh, well, we have to get to the right town first, I guess. So let's leave town, go back to our regular city, and we'll drive back to Clarksville, and we'll go home. Now I've played a start of this game. Like I said, I've gone 2 weeks, and I've probably done that 3 or 4 times with different band setups, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I have never had that much trouble finding an instrument. But that's all right. They made us work for it. We're a day behind. We'll be all right. Let's use our skill points up. Beaker. We'll put 3 into writing lyrics, 1 into writing music, and 1 into stage presence. Now we're not going to put anything in playing because when we bust, we'll get up to level 20 for free. Any points we put in there will be kind of useless. So we won't put any points in that till after level 20. For Hotwing, we'll do the same thing. 3 into writing music, 1 into writing lyrics, and 1 into stage presence. And we'll move on to Nugget. Nugget will get 3 into business, 1 into writing music, and 1 into writing lyrics. The Drumstick, everything will go into production. All 5 points. And Biscuit will do 2 into stage presence, 1 into repair, 1 into writing music, and 1 into lyrics. And we'll close this out. And now we can see what the special room is about. All right, let's head into our practice room. We'll go right through this door. And as you can see, we got instruments now. Everything that we bought is here. And we have this exclamation mark. We're gonna go up to it. We can write a song, we can practice, and we can repair. We're gonna go into write song. And we can't really write a good song right now. We're gonna go into develop ideas. And this is where the production points come into play. As you can see here, we have 13 points. That's our production points. And we need to combine our ideas to make better ideas. You can see they kind of shake side to side. So if we take this 10 by Biscuit, we can combine it with this one right here. And we make a 3. Now we have 11 points. We're just going to go through and we're going to combine points. Here's our rhythm. We'll pick rhythm and we'll make some better ideas with this. Connect these two. We got 5 more points. Connect those two. We got lyrics. And we got melody. We We can do one more. And that's all the combining we can do at the moment. And we'll construct a song. Like I said, nothing will be great, but we'll get experience from it. So we'll just take some of our low pointers. We'll do a 1 from Nugget. Do a 1 from Hotwing. Do a 2 from Drumstick. Now we need some lyrics. You look up here in the corner, it'll tell you the attitudes that are popular and what's not popular. Travel, forgiveness, basic musicianship, and rock out are popular. Hometown pride, revenge, and chill out are not popular. So since hometown pride isn't popular right now, we'll use that in this song. This is just going to be a burner song. We'll randomize the name of the song instead of the gay impulse. Marie's Star Returns. And we'll finish writing that song. There we go. And a day has ended. A day ends when you write a song or practice a song. So it's a new day now. And for the new day, we're going to leave the house. And we're going to head over to the park. And we're going to go to the park and we're going to busk. And what busking's going to do, it's going to give us a little bit of money. As well as some experience, and, well, you'll see. And here we're gonna bust. We earned some new song ideas. We got a little bit of popularity. Drumstick got a level. So we'll go to Drumstick and we'll level him up. We'll put all his points into production. Also, there's shows. So we'll go to the city guide. And we're going to go to shows on Friday and Saturday. That's a good way of getting known. You get to know other bands as well. And you get inspired. So we're going to check out what's going on Friday. I think Friday we'll go to Nick's Bar and Grill. And Saturday, I think we'll go to Nick's Bar and Grill again. It's only Tuesday, though. So since we already completed the job, we'll go back home. And we get to do it all over again. Go back to our practice room. We're going to spend a lot of time in our practice room. And we'll go back to combining ideas. We'll take this 12 and we'll combine it with a 2. Take this 11 and combine it with the 10. We'll take this 10 and combine it with the 6. And that jumped up 2 levels, as you've seen. Instead of going to a 3, it went to a 6. That happens sometimes. Take this 10 and combine it with a 4. Take this 10 and combine it with a 6. A 10 and combine it with the 2. Combine some of our lyrics. We'll double check what's popular. Travel forgiveness, basic musicianship, and rock out. So we'll combine some of our rock outs. We got 3 more points, so we can combine one more. We'll take this 11 and we'll combine it with a 4. And we'll construct another song. We'll drop some more 1s in here. We got Nugget, we got Biscuit. Let's drop Biscuit out of here and see if we can get something else in here. We'll take the Nugget here. Biscuit. Go Hotwing. And now we need some lyrics. Drumstick in here. And we'll finish writing the song. Or we need a title. Ivan Lies Clouds. And we'll finish writing the song. And we got some new song ideas as well as Hotwing and Nugget have leveled. Hotwing, we'll add some more to writing music. We'll add 3 points. 1 to writing lyrics, and 1 to stage presence. And Nugget, we'll add 2 to business, 1 to stage presence, 1 to writing lyrics, and 1 to writing music. And it's a new day. So let's go back out and we'll head to the park. And we're gonna go busk again. $13 new song ideas, $31, and a little bit of recognition. That's awesome. 2 people leveled. Beaker. We'll put 3 points in writing lyrics. 1 into writing music and 1 into stage presence. And then we got Biscuit. We'll put 2 into stage presence. 1 into repair. 1 into writing lyrics, and then 1 into writing music. It's Wednesday. Let's go home. We'll go back to our practice room. And we'll combine some more ideas. I think we'll start at the bottom this time. We got a 10 and a 9. Got an 11 and a 4. We can combine a 3, so we'll do an 11 and a 2. Now we got a 6. Do a 10 and a 5. And as our ideas get bigger and better, we can make better songs, and we'll start making songs that we can actually play at gigs. Got a 12 and a 6. And we can combine one more. We'll do this 11 and 3. And we'll construct another song. Sweet Queens to Drink will be the name of it. We'll get Beaker. Get Drumstick in here. Get Hotwing. And we'll get Nugget. And we'll finish our song. It's Thursday. And you know what that means. We're gonna go busk again. It's a lot of rinse and repeat until we reach level 20 playing. But all bands gotta start somewhere, right? You can't start out being the best. It's a lot of work you gotta put in. Pull up to the park. And we'll busk. We got a play skill, some experience, $40, and earned a little recognition. We'll go home. And I'll give you a guess about what we're gonna do. Yep, you guessed it. We're gonna combine ideas and we're gonna write a shitty song. We'll come into our ideas. And we got a 9 and a 6 we can combine. Down a little bit. We got a 10 and a 5. We got an 11 and a 3. And we got a level. We got an 11 and a 5 we can combine. After looking at these ideas for a while, they all kind of blend together. You can't really tell what's moving and what's not moving. It's kind of weird. We'll grab this 10 and this 9. We'll combine some lyrics. We don't have enough points to combine 2 3s. And we can do one more. Come down to the melodies. We'll do this 11 and 6. And we'll write a crappy song. We'll name it Smile the Sassy Pocket. And we'll do Nugget there. We'll do Drumstick. Do Hotwing. And we'll do Biscuit. And we'll finish writing our song. And we have an event to go to today. We have a show to go to at Nick's Bar and Grill. We're going to go see Rearrange Under the Rail, Barter from the Harmony, and The Sufficient Flag. We're going to deal with Drumstick's points real quick. we're going to stick it all in production. And before we go to the show, of course, we're going to busk. So we'll head over to the park and put on our own little personal show at the park. And we get $36 and some experience, another point in playing. And let's head to the show. We're gonna head to the place that the show's at. Should be right up here around the corner. Here it is. And we'll go inside. And if you go up to the bar, you can view the venue calendar. And if they're in blue, you can book a show or a gig here. We're able to book a gig here. We're able to book a gig here for some reason. We don't have any songs, though. We probably won't for the first month. You need 6 good songs. But let's go view the show. Here we go. Rearrange under the rail. This is what it looks like at the show. You can watch for as long as you want. Let's view the results of watching the show. You get some new song ideas. You get some experience, some happiness, some inspiration, some reputation with the bar. We got some relationship with the bands. It does cost us a little money, but we get a lot in return. All right.
It's the weird part of the night. You're with Shady O'Grady on Stranded Radio. I'm doing my part to keep things weird.
We leveled up 2 people. We leveled up Hotwing. So we'll put 3 points in writing music, 1 point in writing lyrics, and 1 point in stage presence. And then we got Nugget. We'll put 3 points in, or 2 points in business, 1 point in stage presence, 1 point in writing lyrics, and 1 point in writing music. And we'll go back home. And we'll hit our music room. Come in to write a song and develop ideas. And as you can see now, we have 26 points that we can spend. We're slowly gathering points that we can spend. That's beautiful. Grab this 9 and 9 and we'll combine it. Grab the 9 and the 7. Grab the 9 and the 2. And whichever idea you pick first will be the amount of difficulty you keep. So if we pick this one right here, Biscuit, 10. And then we combine it with the 6. It'll be the 10 difficulty. Or if you went the other way and you picked the 6 and then the 10, it would be a 6 difficulty. So we'll pick the 10 and the 6. We'll grab the 11s and combine those. That'll make a 6. Oh, it jumped to a 10. Beautiful. Combine the 10 and the 7. And the 10 and the 4. And the 10 and the 9. We got 2 points left. The last one will combine some lyrics. We'll do some rock out with Hotwing. And let's write another crappy song. Pillar falls a balloon. Some of these song names are kind of crazy. You can also put in your own song name if you want. Let's see. Our crappy song. Nugget. Hotwing. Drumstick. And Biscuit. And we'll finish writing our song. And we have another show to go to tonight. And Biscuit leveled up. We got some stage presence. Put 2 in stage presence. 1 in repair. 1 in writing lyrics. And 1 in music. And we'll head to the park again before our next show. And let's head back to our busking spot. And here we are. Got some new song ideas, some reputation. Beaker got a level. So we'll put 3 in writing lyrics, 1 in writing music, and 1 in stage presence. And let's head over to the show. We're going to go to the same bar that we were at last time. So it's just right up here around the corner. And we'll go inside. And let's go watch the show. The Sufficient Flag. makes me excited to put our first gig on. We can also make our own clothes, make our own banners and everything. I do have something set for the banners that I designed. I'm excited to show you guys when that time comes. Got some more happiness, some more inspiration, some more reputation with the grill and the bar, some more reputation with the bar, reputation with the bands, and another $120.
It's a nice, cool night. Perfect for cruising around with the windows down and the system up. Shady O'Grady here, saying, have a great night.
And we're going to do one more session of combining ideas. And then I think we're going to call this an episode. We'll come in here to write a song. We'll develop some more ideas. We'll see if we can get anything big. We'll do some rock out. See if there's anything else. Got an 8 and a 6. We can make a 6. Got a 12 and a 3. And a 7. We're starting to get some better ideas here for when we actually can write a good song. So, do that one. Do a couple more lyrics. And one more. And let's write another crappy song. Go Hotwing, Drumstick, Nugget, trying to find a combination where almost everybody can get some experience. There we go. And we'll write our song. Oh, we need to name our song. Girls to Keep. And we'll finish writing our song. When we come back for the next episode, we'll be able to start off with times 3 XP, as you see. January 8th, 1935, it was Elvis Presley's birthday. So we get triple points. So the next episode, we'll start off strong. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, Munchiezzz, and coming to Munchiezzz Plays and checking out Tastes Like Chicken. I'm going to end this episode like I always do. Come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. Everyone have a great day. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next episode of Rising Star 2, Tastes Like Chicken. Bye.